Hello guys, welcome back to the Civil Engineering YouTube channel. Please subscribe our channel for daily civil engineering videos. Today our lecture is about the flexural stiffness of the simply supported beam. So this is the simply supported beam. You can see one is the hinge and one is the roller support provided at the two ends of the beam, and this is any load Px at the center of this beam, and this beam having length of 12 foot, and the cross section detail of the beam can be seen here in this figure. This is the 12 inches at the width of this beam, and the depth of this beam is 18 inches. So we are interested to find the flexural stiffness of this beam having the load P. Is we also find the flexural stiffness of the cantilever beam and the axial stiffness of the column. You can watch the video. I have given the link in the description. And today's lecture is about the stiffness of the simply supported beam. So as we know that the stiffness can be defined as it is the load per unit displacement. The load per unit displacement, the load required to produce a unit displacement, so we call the stiffness. The more load required to produce a unit displacement, the more stiff will be the material. The less load required to produce a unit displacement, the less will be the stiff material. So this is the formula for the stiffness, that represented by K is equal to the load per unit displacement. Now for the simply supported beam, when the load acts at the middle of the beam, right? This formula I'm writing now is only valid for the simply supported beam when the load acts at the middle of the beam, right? So the stiffness formula for this case will be 48 EI divided by the L cube. Is this type of beam are mostly used, you will see in your exams, are mostly seen in designing. So I will make a video to know about the flexural stiffness of the simply supported beam having the concentrated load at the mid of the beam. So the formula used here to find the stiffness is 48 EI divided by L cube, where 48 is the constant, E is the elasticity of material here used, where the E of the steel used here is 29,000 KSI. And the I is the moment of inertia of this beam, and L is the length of this beam. So by putting the value, we will find to know about the stiffness of this material, that how much force is required to produce a unit displacement for this type of beam having simply supported and the concentrated load acts at the center of the beam. So its stiffness can be found out as we know that the 48 E value is 29,000, while I moment of inertia is unknown to us, so we can find the moment of inertia from its cross section. It's a rectangular beam, so we can find the formula for the rectangular beam from this formula, that moment of inertia is equal to the BH cube divided by 12, where the B is equal to the 12 inches, height is equal to the 18 inches, 18 cube divided by 12. So we get the moment of inertia is 5832 inch power 4. The moment of inertia is the unit of inch power 4 or cubic meter power 4. So in this case it is inches, so inches power 4. So now we will write it here 5832. Dividing it by L cube, right? Dividing it by L cube. Is all the units are in kips, because we can see here KSI, kip per square inch. So all the units are in kips and inches. So that's why we have a length here, foot. So we will convert this foot into inches. So 12 foot, if we convert the 12 foot into inches, so we will multiply with the 12, because 1 foot is 12 inches. So 12 into 12 into 144 inches. So 12 foot is 144 inches, right? So now I know the length of this beam, but in the unit of inches, because I will require the length in the unit of inches. So now 144 cubic, because it is cube here. So now by multiplying and by solving this problem, I get from the numerator 4000, and dividing by 144 cube, I get 2985984. Very complex number. So by dividing these two, I get my answer of 2718. So this is my answer, which is in the unit of kips and inches divided by inches, because the stiffness is the unit of force divided by the displacement. So force is kips here, and the unit of kips, because I used the unit of kips, and the denominator displacement unit will be inches, because I used everywhere the inches. So it means that the stiffness of this beam is 2718 kip per inches. It means that the 2718 kips force is required for this beam to produce a unit displacement. Unit displacement means to produce a 1 inches. To produce a 1 inches displacement in this beam, the force required will be 2718 kips force will be required for this beam having dimensions of 12 into 18 inches beam and the length is 12 foot. So this was the lecture about this flexural stiffness of the beam. This is known as the flexural stiffness because the beam showing the flexural behavior, so that's why it's called the flexural stiffness. If the load applied on the beam in this direction along the axis of the beam, so we can call this the axial stiffness of the beam. In this case we will call the axial stiffness, while in this case we will call the flexural stiffness of the beam. Hope you guys understand, and subscribe my channel for daily civil engineering videos. Thank you for watching my video.